Deep within the core of your being lies a coiled force, dormant yet potent, patiently awaiting its moment of awakening. This ancient power, known as Kundalini, is not merely an energy. It is the very essence of creation itself, the divine feminine force from which the universe is born. When this sacred energy is stirred through devoted spiritual discipline, it begins to ascend, flowing through the body's subtle channels and initiating a profound transformation that touches every aspect of your existence. The awakening of Kundalini is not a gentle unfolding, but a radical metamorphosis, a complete reconfiguration of your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual dimensions. It resembles a cycle of death and rebirth, stripping away illusions and false identities to uncover the divine truth at your core. This journey can be intense, even overwhelming at times, as the Kundalini energy works tirelessly to cleanse and awaken every cell of your body and every layer of your consciousness. Yet for those who feel called to this sacred path, the rewards defy measure. Kundalini Awakening unlocks states of awareness and spiritual realization once reserved for mystics and sages across the ages. It is a voyage into the depths of self-discovery and self-mastery, a liberating and enlightening journey that brings you face to face with your own divinity. Consider this not just a spiritual experience, but a roadmap and a source of support for your continual growth and evolution. At the beginning of this process, the first stage often emerges with a sudden, dramatic shift in consciousness. It may be sparked by deliberate spiritual practices like deep meditation or fervent prayer, or it might be catalyzed by a profound experience with a spiritual teacher. In other cases, it may arise spontaneously, as a natural step in the unfolding of your inner development. When the Kundalini stirs for the first time, it may feel like a rush of powerful energy surging from the base of your spine. Accompanying this energy, you might notice waves of heat or cold, tingling throughout the body, or even spontaneous physical movements. You could also perceive vivid lights or radiant colors, or hear inner sounds that resemble sacred music. These physical and sensory phenomena are not random. They signal that Kundalini is beginning to clear and activate the body's subtle energy channels, known as nadis. On an emotional level, this awakening may bring up overwhelming feelings of joy, bliss, and love. You might experience an extraordinary connection to all of life, an abiding reverence for the mystery and beauty of existence. Simultaneously, it's also possible to feel intense fear, anxiety, or even terror as the ego begins to grasp the magnitude of the transformation underway. It is vital to understand that Kundalini Awakening is not a soft or incremental process. It is a fierce, unwavering force that dissolves all that does not resonate with your highest truth. This can be deeply disorienting, especially if you are unprepared for the level of intensity involved. Therefore, it is essential to cultivate a solid spiritual practice and to surround yourself with a supportive community that can help guide you through this initial phase of awakening. To navigate this powerful stage more effectively, it helps to ground yourself in a few practical steps. Begin by establishing a daily routine of meditation and yoga, which can help you stabilize and integrate the rising energy. Nourish your body with clean, wholesome food and steer clear of stimulants or intoxicants that may disrupt your nervous system. Spend time in nature, immersing yourself in the grounding energy of the earth and its elements to foster balance. Seek out guidance from experienced teachers and practitioners who can provide both insight and support for your unfolding path. Above all, trust the process. Surrender to the wisdom of the Kundalini energy, with the knowledge that it is ultimately guiding you toward your highest good. If you're ready to move into the second stage, show your support by liking and subscribing. We'll be your guide through every phase of the Kundalini Awakening, step by step. As this sacred energy continues its ascent, it initiates a profound purification process that affects every layer of your being. This stage can be both intense and demanding, as the energy diligently works to dissolve physical, emotional, and mental blockages that obstruct the full expression of your life force. Physically, you may encounter a wide array of symptoms as the Kundalini energy flows through your body. These could include headaches, body aches, digestive disturbances, and fluctuations in your appetite and sleep patterns. There may also be a powerful inner drive to cleanse and detoxify, perhaps through fasting, juice cleanses, or other practices of physical purification. Emotionally, this phase often brings buried wounds and unresolved trauma to the surface. You may find yourself face to face with deeply ingrained fears, anxieties, and limiting beliefs that have shaped your inner landscape. Though this process can be painful, it is also profoundly healing and transformational, offering you the chance to release what no longer serves your growth. Mentally, the Kundalini energy works to strip away the noise and chaos of thought, revealing the still, clear awareness that lies beneath. You may go through alternating cycles of mental hyperactivity and crystalline stillness. Your perception of reality may begin to shift as illusions dissolve, granting you the ability to see the world with fresh clarity and insight. It's essential to recognize that the purification stage is not linear. You may experience waves of intensity followed by stretches of calm. Some patterns or wounds may resurface repeatedly, inviting you into deeper layers of healing and integration. To help you navigate this transformative phase, consider a few practical strategies. Make self-care and self-compassion a priority, treating yourself with patience and kindness as you move through the challenges. Regular physical activity, whether yoga, dance, or martial arts, can support the movement of energy and the release of blockages. Working with a skilled therapist or healer can provide essential support as you process and integrate the emotional and psychological material that emerges. Journaling and daily self-reflection can help you track your growth and gain valuable insight into your unfolding path. And above all, trust in the process. Even when it feels overwhelming, know that this purification serves your highest evolution. If you're committed to continuing this journey with love and deep awareness, let us know in the comments. We're here to walk this path with you. As the Kundalini energy rises further, it begins to activate and awaken the chakras, the vital energy centers that lie along the spine. Each chakra governs specific physical, emotional, and spiritual attributes, and with the awakening of each, a new dimension of consciousness and integration unfolds. The journey begins at the base of the spine with the first chakra, associated with survival, grounding, and security. Its activation often brings a renewed connection to the earth and an unwavering trust that the universe will provide what you need. Next is the second chakra, located in the lower abdomen. This center governs creativity, sexuality, and emotional fluidity. As it awakens, you may notice a vibrant flow of creative energy and heightened sensitivity to your own emotions and those of others. Moving upward, the third chakra in the solar plexus represents personal power, self-esteem, and self-expression. Its activation brings renewed confidence, a deeper sense of purpose, and the courage to assert your truth in the world. At the center of the chest lies the fourth chakra, the heart center, which governs love, compassion, and connection. When awakened, it can lead to a profound heart opening and a deep sense of unity with all life. The fifth chakra, located in the throat, is the seat of communication and truth. You may find yourself speaking more authentically and listening with greater empathy as this chakra begins to bloom. The sixth chakra, often called the third eye, is found at the center of the forehead. It relates to intuition, spiritual insight, and inner vision. With its activation, moments of deep clarity and intuitive knowing may become more frequent, offering a glimpse into the hidden truths of existence. Finally, the seventh chakra at the crown of the head represents your connection to the divine, enlightenment, and unity consciousness. When this center fully opens, it can usher in a profound experience of oneness with all creation and a direct realization of your own divine essence. It's important to remember that chakra awakening is not a linear journey. Each person's experience is unique. Some chakras may be more active or open than others, and the process of balancing and integrating these energies is ongoing. Supporting this awakening can involve a range of practices that align with your path and personal needs, ensuring that the journey remains grounded, holistic, and deeply transformational. To support the awakening of your chakras, specific practices can help you align with each center's unique energy. Certain yoga postures and pranayama techniques are especially effective, such as root lock, mula bandha, for grounding the first chakra, or lion's breath to activate the expressive power of the fifth chakra. Working with color therapy and guided visualization can also help balance and harmonize these energies. Sound healing, through chanting or vocal toning, offers another potent method to activate and clear blocked chakras. Creative expression is a powerful vehicle as well. Dancing can awaken the fluidity of the second chakra, while journaling may amplify the voice of the fifth. Above all, a consistent daily practice of meditation and self-inquiry will deepen your awareness of these subtle energy centers and their impact on your overall well-being. As the Kundalini energy continues to rise and enliven the chakras, it often brings about a profound and challenging stage known as the dark night of the soul. This period is marked by deep inner turmoil, a sense of despair and disorientation as the ego structure begins to dissolve and the illusions of ordinary reality begin to unravel. You may find yourself questioning everything that once gave your life meaning: relationships, career, beliefs, and even your sense of identity. This collapse of the familiar can leave you feeling utterly lost, adrift in a sea of uncertainty and spiritual yearning. During this dark night, there may be an intense longing for truth, for liberation, and for connection with something greater. A deepening awareness of the impermanence and illusion of worldly phenomena can lead to feelings of isolation and emotional intensity. Yet it is crucial to understand that this is not a punishment, nor a sign that you've strayed from the path. Rather, it is an essential purification process, one that strips away the false self to reveal the deeper truth of your being. To navigate this phase, seek the support of a trusted spiritual teacher or guide, someone who can hold space and offer perspective when everything feels unstable. Practice self-compassion and prioritize gentle care for your body and soul. Stay grounded through familiar routines, such as yoga, meditation, and time spent in nature. Allow yourself to fully feel the emotions that arise without resistance or judgment. Above all, trust that this dark night is not the end. It is a gateway. Though painful, it is ultimately a liberating stage that will leave you stronger, more open, and profoundly awake. As you surrender to this sacred unfolding, you may begin to catch glimpses of the intuitive state, a moment of profound unity with all creation, and a direct, felt recognition of your divine essence. In this unitary state, the boundaries between self and other, inner and outer, dissolve completely. A deep sense of peace may wash over you, along with joy, unconditional love, and a clear understanding of life's interconnectedness. The world may appear newly vivid, alive with mystery and beauty, while your intuitive and psychic sensitivities sharpen, allowing you to access deeper dimensions of wisdom and truth. It is essential to remember that this intuitive state is not permanent. It is not a destination to be forced or controlled, but a spontaneous revelation of the ultimate nature of reality. It offers a sacred glimpse of what lies beyond the illusion, a momentary merging with all that is. To cultivate this unitive awareness, practice surrender, release attachment to outcomes, and let the Kundalini guide you. Dedicate yourself to daily meditation and self-inquiry, using techniques such as Zazen or deep inner questioning to explore the source of your consciousness. Reconnect with the natural world, spending time in wild places or working with sacred plant medicines that can attune your senses to the rhythms of life. Practice loving kindness and compassion for all beings, recognizing the unity that binds all life. And above all, trust in the profound intelligence of the Kundalini energy. Know that it is guiding you not just toward awakening, but toward your deepest truth and fullest liberation. As you continue to experience the intuitive state and the powerful shifts in consciousness that accompany Kundalini Awakening, the journey unfolds with greater clarity, grace, and purpose, leading you ever deeper into the sacred mystery of your own divine nature. The next stage of the Kundalini journey is integration and embodiment, a vital process in which the insights and revelations gained through spiritual practice are woven into the fabric of daily life. This stage is about living from your deepest truth and highest purpose, allowing your spiritual awakening to inform the way you move, speak, work, and love. It's where realization meets reality, and where the inner transformation begins to reflect outwardly in every aspect of your existence. Integration and embodiment often demand a courageous willingness to release old habits, patterns, and identities that no longer align with your evolving consciousness. You may find yourself drawn to make meaningful changes in your relationships, career, and lifestyle. Choices that support a more authentic life in harmony with your spiritual values. Though this can be a challenging transition, it is also a profoundly joyful and fulfilling one. As you realign with your true self, you may experience a newfound sense of purpose, deeper meaning in your daily activities, and greater intimacy in your relationships. Even your work may take on a fresh significance, becoming a direct expression of your soul's path. To support this integration, mindfulness and presence are essential. Bringing conscious awareness to your thoughts, emotions, and actions in every moment helps bridge the gap between the spiritual and the everyday. Journaling and self-reflection can be powerful tools for processing your experiences and tracking your growth. Surrounding yourself with a community of like-minded individuals on a similar path can offer strength, encouragement, and a sense of belonging. Engaging in practices that embody your insights, such as yoga, dance, or creative expression, helps to anchor your transformation in the body. And most importantly, trust the wisdom of your inner guidance. Let it lead you toward a life that is not only more aligned, but truly alive. Eventually, the journey of Kundalini Awakening culminates in the realization of unity consciousness, a state in which the illusion of separation dissolves entirely and all of creation is experienced as one. In this elevated state of awareness, the boundaries between self and other, inner and outer, individual and collective, no longer hold. Everything is perceived as a living expression of the one divine consciousness that permeates existence. In unity consciousness, the ego has been transcended. The sense of a separate self dissolves, replaced by a direct knowing of reality as pure awareness, radiant love, and boundless bliss. This is the state of enlightenment, or self-realization, spoken of by mystics and sages across time. Yet, it is crucial to understand that this realization is not static or final. Unity consciousness is a dynamic, unfolding process of awakening and integration. Even after experiencing profound moments of oneness, it is natural to encounter periods of contraction and re-identification with the ego. Old patterns may surface, inviting you to deepen your understanding and release more fully into the truth of who you are. The key to navigating this final stage is to remain open, curious, and surrendered. Trust the intelligence of the Kundalini energy as it continues to guide your evolution, moment by moment. Let the process shape you, soften you, and lead you into ever deeper layers of your divine nature. And as you continue to awaken, remember that each return to unity, each glimpse of wholeness, is a sacred homecoming, a reminder that you are, and have always been, one with all that is. To nurture this unfolding realization of unity consciousness, practical support is invaluable. Practices that encourage surrender, such as mindful breathing, conscious rest, and releasing control, allow you to flow with the energy rather than resist it. Daily meditation and self-inquiry techniques like Zazen can help refine your awareness of the present moment and the deeper nature of your consciousness. Time spent in nature or working with plant medicines can reconnect you to the rhythms of the earth and remind you of your inherent belonging. Practicing loving kindness toward all beings helps to dissolve the illusion of separateness and deepen your experience of unity. Above all, trust the sacred intelligence of Kundalini. Its purpose is your liberation, and its path is always toward truth. To support the unfolding of unity consciousness, certain practices can help deepen your connection to the sacred truth of existence. Meditation and self-inquiry, particularly through techniques such as Advaita or non-dual contemplation, can reveal the true nature of your awareness as boundless and eternal. Cultivating a daily practice of gratitude and appreciation allows you to recognize the inherent beauty and perfection that exists in all things, anchoring you in a state of reverence for life. Engaging in practices that connect you to the larger web of existence, such as spending time immersed in nature or working respectfully with sacred plant medicines, can offer profound reminders of your interconnection with all that is. Equally essential is the practice of compassion and loving kindness, extended to all beings without exception. In doing so, you honor the unity and shared essence that lies beneath the illusion of separation, and through it all, trust in the wisdom of the universe. Know that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, and that you are not a passive observer, but an integral part of the divine dance of creation. The journey of Kundalini Awakening is not merely a spiritual experience, it is a complete and radical transformation of the self. It touches every layer of our being, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. It is a path of self-discovery and self-realization, a journey of death and rebirth that ultimately leads to the direct experience of your divine nature. Though the path can be intense and challenging, it is also one of breathtaking beauty, joy, and revelation. Each stage offers unique blessings and trials, each opening the door to deeper healing, greater awareness, and a profound transformation. As you move through the 6 stages of Kundalini Awakening, remember that this is not a linear or uniform path. Each person's journey is entirely their own, with its own rhythm, detours, and sacred moments. You may cycle through stages in unexpected ways, or revisit earlier layers for deeper integration. The most important approach is to stay open, curious, and surrender to the unfolding. Trust in the inherent wisdom of the Kundalini energy. It knows the way, and it is always leading you toward your highest truth and deepest liberation. May your journey be filled with grace, clarity, and love. And may you find within yourself the courage and resilience to keep walking forward, even when the way is unclear or the night seems long. Never forget that Kundalini is not only a force of awakening, it is also your constant guide and greatest ally, always working in service of your highest good. Trust the process and know this with certainty. You are exactly where you need to be. Everything is unfolding in perfect timing and divine alignment, leading you home to the sacred truth of who you are.